On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes. And we're coming to you live from the floor.
We are. We're actually sitting kind of far from each other.
I know. We're in two different corners.
Yeah, we're social distancing. No, we're sitting on the floor because why not?
We just thought, let's switch it up. We're going to give the yellow couch a break.
New vibe.
I kind of like this.
Into sitting on the floor. We feel very grounded. And so hopefully that's what you guys are getting. You're listening and you're like, wow, I feel like they are two grounded hosts.
I hope you're feeling peaceful. I also hope you know that we are using chairs as our desks and mic stands.
We're alternative. Welcome to our alternative podcast.
This is so weird. You're all the way in a different corner.
I'm not even facing you right now.
Well,
we're here, and that's all that matters. Is we are here, and we're ready to rock. Actually, we got to get through today because guess what we have going on tonight? We are going to an escape room.
Woo! It's our first one since COVID.
We're such nerds. Okay, so Madison and I went through this period. What was that? Probably.
It was before
pre-COVID.
Yeah, so it was 2019 and early 2020.
We went through a period where, I'm not kidding, we were single-handedly keeping every escape room from the top of Los Angeles, Burbank, down to Orange County in business.
Oh, we probably hit 50 in 2019. And not only hit them, we would make sure that we were the only ones in the room, even if we had to buy out the room.
Oh. It's $300 for if we buy every ticket for the night? Sure, we'll do it. We don't mind.
It was becoming, my husband, I was like, you may need to, stop going so much. I don't know where you're...
Well, the issue, nobody wanted to go with us. That was also why we always had to pay for the entire room. We would, sometimes we'd bring people, and then they'd do it with us once, and then they were like, yeah, no, I don't really want to go with you guys again. You're too competitive. Yeah. We'd get crazy.
We are assholes.
Totally.
No, what are you thinking? That couldn't be a clue.
Oh, one time we went to this one in downtown LA. We bought a Groupon for it. We'd never heard of it before. And we got there and we didn't realize we'd be playing with 20 other people.
Oh, that was the worst.
It was all these nice little families together and then us just these fucking monsters climbing on walls and using flashlights and trying to shine it on the ceiling for codes and stuff.
If someone came up with something or cracked a code, we just look at each other oh, please.
And I know some of you are sitting there judging. You're thinking, escape rooms are lame. Escape rooms are for nerds. Let me tell you, it is good, wholesome fun.
They are so sick. The best one that made even us huddle up in a corner and almost cry. It was the scariest thing. And we went back multiple times and did it again, was in Fullerton. Zoe. Or Zoe or whatever.
No,
yeah.
It was Zoe. And it was...
terrifying. Live actors.
Oh, they chase
chainsaws.
you.
Oh.
There was this one thing and we knew that it was going to lead us to a different room or something. So I got in there and then she's in there right behind me.
I remember the last part of Zoe, we had to take one thing from one room and then go to another room that had a live actor in it that was dead. Obviously pretend dead. And
no, he was real dead.
But we would sit there and argue, no, you do it. No, you do it. No, you. Or look, you put your hand in there. You put your hand in there. And then the crazy thing about Zoe is the entrance or the area that you leave the escape room once you're done is...
You're on the street.
You're on a busy street. And I'm surprised we didn't break through the glass doors. We ran out so fast. I was about to keep running.
Oh, man.
I'm so excited. Tonight we're going to do a Dracula one.
Oh, I'm so ready for it. And I encourage you all to, if you have not been to one, try it out.
Mm-hmm. But please don't be in one with us.
No, not while we're playing. I know I called when I was calling to make the reservation for tonight because I can't do anything online because I'm old now.
Oh.
I was like talking to the lady. I'm like, so it's just us two, right? It'll be just us playing. She's like, yeah.
We cannot deal with other people. We are climbing on stuff. We're making mistakes. We're yelling at each other. We're like, it's a whole
scene. I wish that we could see footage of us.
Well, remember I had to wear a wig once and like
be a mermaid.
Act like a mermaid.
Yeah. Well, I wish we had it.
Or when you were climbing on shit that you weren't supposed to.
And they yelled at me on the speaker.
Yeah.
Like, sir, get down from there. You don't need to be up there. I'm like midway up a fucking wall. Like, oh, okay. God.
I'm so excited. We did one like pretty close, I think in like February of 2020. And then it was, shut down. So
we've really been relinquished.
Very excited.
Oh, I'm fucking ready. I'm excited.
Me too.
Before we get into our topics, let's hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Any other topics I'm missing? Anything else we should be covering?
Well, I do think that we need to talk about spontaneous preservations.
Oh, man. I was not ready for that. I'm like, what's she going to tell me? We're moving right into it then. We've heard about spontaneous combustion before, so I can only imagine that spontaneous preservation sounds insane.
It's insane, but it's also not that crazy. So yeah, I want to talk about spontaneous preservation, but then also just bodies that have been so well preserved throughout history to the point where they are still on display in like museums and stuff. I went down a whole deep dive of this. So let's start with spontaneous preservation.
Let me get comfortable here.
Get comfortable.
I'm ready for this. Sit back. I want to hear the history lesson.
Yes. So spontaneous preservation is when a dead body is preserved by things like the environmental elements that help prevent the body from its natural decaying stages. So freezing temperatures or really, really hot temperatures, things like this can preserve a body. While I was researching, I stumbled across an article from the New York Times that I'll link for everybody, but in it they interviewed archaeologist David H. Thomas, and he said, "What you're looking for is something extreme. It has to be really dry or really wet or really frozen or really high elevation for this to happen." Now, an example of this would be Otzi the Iceman, who has been preserved in ice for 5,300 years. That's 5,300 years.
That's a long time.
I know. He was discovered in 1991 by hikers on the Ötztal Alps in Europe. You can actually go visit him if you are ever in Italy at the South Tyrol Museum of Archaeology.
We're going to have to make a trip.
Oh, there's a lot of these. He's on display in a temperature-regulated case, and you can look through a little window and see him.
Hi. How's it going?
I hope it's Otzi, I don't know.
How's it spelled?
O-T-Z-I.
Otzi.
Otzi.
Yahtzee.
There are a lot of preservations like this. You can look up. There's too many to even...
Can I raise my hand? I have a question.
Yes.
So he was preserved in ice.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm assuming where he was found, it just never got warm enough to...
Yeah, I think he just
stayed for... Yeah, okay.
Another crazy preservation that is sort of spontaneous preservation, sort of man-made preservation, is the story of Lady Di. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
This one's fucking nuts.
Tell me.
It's like creepy. It's creepy. I watched like an hour documentary.
Lady Di, like Lady Diana?
Not that Lady Di. A different one. In China in 1972, there were workers digging, I believe they were developing something. I'm not exactly sure, but there were workers digging around and they found an ancient tomb while they were digging.
Imagine how cool that would be.
I know, but also scary.
Scary.
It was like an upside down pyramid. I'll show you pictures. And I'll link them. It's really, really crazy.
Oh, I need to see this.
So inside, they discovered a coffin. in the tombs. Workers pried open this coffin and discovered a 2,000-year-old female corpse. Now, 2,000 years doesn't sound that long to me, but then when I looked more into it, that's 168 years before Christ was born. So that's we're talking BC, baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
Also, I just feel like I just have to say that if you ever happen to stumble upon a tomb, I don't think you should open it. I would call a historian museum and be like, what do I do? But
totally.
Opening it, I feel like you'd be opening up a portal or something.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe they went about the right way. Maybe they got...
Are you scared of offending the...
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they, maybe they went...
Maybe they sprinkled holy water before doing it and put on special gloves.
You know what? Listen, I don't know. I'm just here to report the crazy facts. That 2,000-year-old female corpse was the corpse of a Han aristocrat named Shen Shui. Now, if stumbling upon a corpse wasn't freaky enough, this corpse is said to have been the best preserved corpse in history. Her skin was still supple. It looked fresh.
How?
Just wait. Her limbs were still incredibly flexible, so you could...
What?
I watched the whole autopsy, and I'll talk about it.
That's blowing my mind right now. You are blowing my mind.
You could still, her arms could still bend, nothing, no rigor mortis, it seems happened.
What?
She wasn't stiff. She wasn't anything. She was very flexible. Her teeth and her nails, everything still looked fresh. Even the wig she was buried with was in great condition, as well as her real hair underneath. So when scientists were able to perform an autopsy on her, they discovered that she still had red blood in her veins.
There's no way. From 2,000 years ago?
I know.
How?
I know. It's crazy. It gets crazier. And they were able to tell that the last thing she ate was melon because she had seeds in her stomach that were undigested. There were 138 melon seeds to be exact.
What?
And melons don't take that. It takes an hour to digest.
Yeah, I'm in shock right now.
I know. So I watched videos of the autopsy, like I said, and it was incredible. It was insane knowing that this corpse was 2,000 years old, but still so fresh and supple. And also, disclaimer, I'm going to show you her picture, and it's fucking...
What?
Because I know you're probably expecting this, beautiful...
Do I need to come over to your side? Let me...
Please come over. Come to the other side of the room.
Please hold. Okay, I gotta see this.
Okay. This is... Wait, this is considered extremely, the most well-preserved...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I mean, but that is well preserved.
Oh, no.
Her skin.
Oh no, I'm going back to my side of the room. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel bad. I'm not. Oh my god. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say good for her for lasting that long. Who knows what I would look like after 2,000 years.
If that's the best preserved body, I don't want to be.
I mean, it's not what I
I know, because
thought.
you think in your head, oh my god, I'm gonna see this beautiful,
don't shame her.
No. I don't mean her looks.
It looks like something exploded in there.
No, but it is insane because her skin is so supple.
It doesn't look intact. It looks not intact. I mean, it looks like it's skin. You can definitely tell it's skin. It's not dried up.
Her little wig is perfect. That's about it.
Yeah, what? Oh,
no,
God.
okay.
Are we gonna get in trouble? You guys...
Let me finish because it's a crazy story. So...
Yeah, how'd she stay?
Right, so she stayed so fresh and supple.
Quit calling her supple.
She is supple. In the autopsy, they would poke her skin and it would raise back up like she was... I mean, come on. I know it's fucking nuts how she looks, but...
Yeah, I need to move past it.
2,000 years.
What's her name?
Xin Shui.
Sorry, Xin Shui. I'm not you look great for 2,000 years.
For being 2,000 years old, you look impeccable.
Flawless.
But the crazy part is that, like, everything in the autopsy, they cut her open, and her organs, there was still blood in her veins. Her organs looked like she had died yesterday.
How?
Well, there's a couple other things I want to cover first before I get to that. But the documentary I watched, that I'll link, was like a little shady. It said that she had such a love of food and drink that in the tomb there was also 1,000 artifacts buried with her, and 2/3 of those were linked to food and drinks. She had bamboo boxes she was buried with that each contained lots of different foods and wine bottles and dinnerware. She was taking this shit with her. She was not about to be hungry in heaven. Okay. And the documentary also said that she was one of history's earliest couch potatoes.
It said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
She had many different ailments while she was alive, but it was determined that she died of a heart attack at age 50. Now let's get to how she was buried. She was buried very, very far underground, and it was very cold, and her body was wrapped extremely tight, like vacuum sealed, in a 20-layer cocoon of silk, which suffocated bacteria.
That's horrifying.
And her body was buried inside of like 4 coffins. So it was like one that she would...
It's like one of those Russian things where you like pull off the top of the head and then there's a smaller one and a smaller one.
Exactly. 4 coffins and then a massive burial chamber. And that was surrounded with 5 tons of charcoal. And then over that, a thick layer of clay, then capped that with a ton of soil and earth. Inside of her coffin, they found a reddish fluid. And in ancient Chinese texts, they talk about this fluid when burying someone. It was mildly acidic, contained trace amounts of cinnabar, a mercury ore, and ancient Chinese medicine for prolonging life. So scientists still debate if this was put there.
Part of it.
Or if it just formed over 2,000 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the other crazy thing is that a few years later, another man just like her was found, extremely well preserved, just a few miles away.
Wow.
And he was buried within 1 year of her. Scientists refer to these bodies as wet bodies, as opposed to like how Egyptians would mummify bodies. They would make sure they were extremely dry. So that's Shin Shui. And she is also known as Lady Diva.
Lady Diva! Because she got buried with all her stuff, and she was the OG couch potato.
I'm sorry, she's not known as Lady Diva. I meant the Diva corpse.
No, I like Lady Diva.
Hey, I do too.
We'll call her that.
That's her story. Now, let's move on. We're going to talk still about spontaneous preservation, but Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox call this incorruptibility, meaning that these bodies have had little or no natural decomposition. It's looked at as a sign of their holiness. There's St. Catherine of Genoa. There's St. Paula of Frassineti. There's a lot more, but this is just some saints that you can still go see. They're on display. If you want to see them, I'll link them I'll post them. They were just naturally preserved, but instead of it being an elements thing.
What year are we talking?
We're talking they were buried in like the 1500s, 1800s.
Not impressed.
Yeah, I know. If it's not 2,000 years ago, I don't want it.
Lady Diva did it first.
That's true. The interesting thing is that, yes, these bodies were uncorrupted, but after they were moved from their original burial space, they did begin to show signs of decomposition. So these corpses do get very intentional treatments.
Move things? I feel like just leave it alone.
I don't know. Well, now you can go see these people.
I don't want to be bothered. If I'm buried, and leave me alone.
I know. There are a lot of like world leaders and stuff too that are really well preserved and on display.
What about Disney?
Well,
don't they say that his
head is frozen? It's not on display. So I would like to end with this. There is a hilarious story I stumbled upon that involved a body on display. This man lost his wife, and after the funeral, he could not bear not seeing her every day, so he took her home. He says, "I called the cemetery caretaker and explained my feelings. I spoke with the authorities and got special permission to take my wife home with me. They thought it strange, but I was allowed to take her with me. I'd rather have her at home than 7 feet underground. Lucy had a great sense of humor, and I'm sure she would appreciate being my coffee table. So this guy fucking has his wife on display
In his
in
house?
his coffee table.
Cool.
But I looked into it, and it's not a true story.
Oh.
But there's a ton of articles written about it.
I did a whole
pictures.
episode called Forever Valentines on Cult Leader, and it was about multiple, I think 3 different stories of people who either dug up or brought home remains so that they could keep them there.
It's kind of beautiful.
Not just wives, other family members too.
Yeah.
Which I get.
I get it too.
You're never alone.
Mm-hmm. So that's my story.
I love it. I'm never gonna forget Lady Diva.
Lady Diva, Lady Di, Lady Diva,
God.
Shen Shui.
All right, moving on. Okay, do you remember the movie Superstar? Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, with
Well,
Molly Shannon.
Yes, in the movie, Mary Catherine Gallagher, played by superstar icon Molly Shannon, had a kind of terrifying backstory. I don't know if you remember.
I haven't seen it in so long.
I mean, in the movie, they reference Carrie, which, like, the OG Carrie movie is just such a classic.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the movie, Mary Catherine Gallagher lives with her grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and they touch in the movie on how her parents died.
Okay.
Grandma Gallagher says, quote, "Just when it looked like your parents would be triumphant again, the unthinkable happened. Fat Teddy McGinty's belly struck the record player accidentally, turning up the speed, and before the dancers could stop themselves, they stomped your parents to death."
Ooh.
So basically in the movie, her grandma forbade her from dancing. This was like part of the plot because her parents had been clogged to death.
Okay.
Like, what does this have to do with any? So this leads me to my topic for today.
Okay.
Choreomania, aka the dancing plague.
What? Is this Footloose?
Oh, baby. What's a song from Footloose?
Footloose. Cut loose.
Sure.
Take off my Sunday shoes.
Yeah.
Jeez. Louise.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, goodbye.
More than 600 years ago, in Aachen, Germany, there was an instance where everybody ran outside of their houses into the middle of the street and began writhing uncontrollably. It was the first instance where there was an outbreak of choreomania.
This isn't real.
It is. It's still unknown today as to why this happened, but the Germany outbreak was called St. John's Dance, where people were dancing themselves uncontrollably into exhaustion, and some even to death.
What?
An article in the Smithsonian refers to a book called The Black Death and the Dancing Mania, which was published in 1888, and in the book, the author, Justice Frederick Karl Hecker, describes the occurrence. They formed in circles hand in hand, and appearing to have lost all control over their continued dancing, regardless of the bystanders, for hours together, in wild delirium, until at length they fell to the ground in a state of exhaustion.
This reminds me of Midsommar, like when they're on drugs or something
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
dancing till they fall over.
They then complained of extreme oppressions and grounded as if in the agonies of death until they were swathed, baby,
Like swaddled?
Well, until they were swathed in clothes bound tightly round their waist, they again recovered and remained free from companies until the next attack. There was another bout of maniacal dancing throughout Italy called Tarantism, where it was believed that the dancing was either brought on by the bite of a spider or a way to work out the poisons the arachnid had injected. So they thought, like, if people were, like, bit by a certain spider, that it kind of forced their body to dance in order to... in order to get rid of the...
What kind of, like, was it good dancing?
I think it was pretty wild. Pretty wild dancing. Like white wedding dance moves. In more recent history, bouts of choreomania have been brought on, thought partly due to exposure to certain fungi and molds. An excerpt from the BBC says, quote, "Another notable epidemic broke out in the city of Strasbourg in 1518. It started in July when a woman named Frau Trophy began to dance. Within a month, 400 people had joined in the madness. This plague in particular was probably worsened by the apparently well-meaning officials who thought that the victims just needed to dance it out and shake it off.
Yes.
They set aside guild halls for the dancers and hired professional pipe and drum players and dancers to keep people inspired."
Imagine they're all sweaty and like, I can't stop.
I can't stop. Shake it off, baby! Shake it off! Miss Taylor Swift said it.
God.
Another article on the BBC went into more depth on this woman, Fra Trophy. It was just another July day when Fra Trophy began to dance a jive in the streets of Strasbourg. Onlookers apparently laughed and clapped at her energy in joie de vivre.
Sad. She's like, I can't fucking stop.
Jesus.
People are like, yay.
Yes, girl. Like, yeah, get it. She's like losing it. It soon became clear that this was not a simple case of high spirits, however. Fra continued to dance and dance and dance without rest for 6 solid days. Within a week, 34 people had joined her, and by the end of the month, 400. At the height of the dancing mania, 15 residents were dying each day from strokes, heart attacks, and sheer exhaustion.
Fuck.
They fucking danced till they died.
This is a real thing.
Yes. And then again, it kind of goes into the whole how they tried to fight fire with fire by hiring musicians and building stages in hopes that the mania would soon burn out. But I just cannot imagine
Oh my
that.
God.
That feels so crazy to me that people were just like, because that would not happen now. If I just walked outside in the middle of the street and started dancing now, no one's going to join me. They're going to look at me and they're going to say, oh,
you're going to
hey.
be on TikTok. You're going to be on YouTube. You're going to be like, look at this guy.
Everywhere. They're like, yeah, I can't stop. But
I'm never going to look at people dancing the same. Like, I wonder if they got bit by a spider.
Right? I feel like it's just part of me wonders. I'm like, did someone start that for attention? That seems like such an attention-seeking thing.
Maybe.
Like, I'm just gonna, hey, all eyes on me.
Dance.
Hey, oh, I just can't stop dancing, baby. Look at this.
The word on the street is that Richard Simmons has that.
Richard Simmons,
he's
got the bug.
Dancing
away. So that's the story of Choreomania, the beginnings of Choreomania. I say bring that, but I would much rather have people dancing in the street than like why couldn't we get a dancing plague now?
Dance.
Instead of a terrifying virus, I'd just rather shake it off.
Yeah, perfect.
Imagine the obituaries on that one.
God.
She boogie oogie oogie till she just couldn't boogie no more. Maybe that's what the song's about. All right, well, speaking of obituaries, I think it's that time.
Queen.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing that. Not today.
Oh.
I want to hear your obituary this week.
Oh, my obituary is so cute.
It's a cute one?
It's a cute one.
Good, we need a cute one.
My obituary is really clever. I thought it was written really well, and it kind of paints a picture of heaven, I guess. All right. Anne would like to let you know that her work here is done. She received a call, a sort of an offer you can't refuse, for an appointment from which she will not be returning. This assignment comes with a huge sign-on bonus. A reunion with family and friends she has not seen in a long time. Job security is exactly 110%. Her new mission takes her to a wonderful place where she will be socializing, dancing, gardening, and reading to her heart's content.
I love that.
It's sweet. Music, laughter, and love are guaranteed. Food is delicious, and you never gain an ounce. She left detailed instructions for her husband and children to celebrate her mission here, which has now been completed. Low adherence to this instruction will not be tolerated. That's it.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
So sweet. A+. I don't know if we've talked much since Obituary has been out here. I know on Patreon we used to kind of like rate them. Because we learned about like obituary writers and stuff, which we'll talk about on a future episode here. But some people's obituaries are just so awful that you're like, how was this allowed to be printed?
I know.
But then ones like that are just like...
Or just like long and boring, and it's like...
people don't need to hear everything. When they get too far into the like, they graduated from this elementary school, this high school, this. I mean, I guess if you're in your hometown or whatever, it makes sense. But some of them, when it's like a full page, I'm like, okay, who are you? You know who I would read a full page on? Lady Diva. She's got a lot to tell me. She's had 2,000 years. She's got a lot to write about.
She is my queen.
My obituary this week. Okay, so I feel like I'm like kind of cheating, but I feel like it totally counts. It was actually put onto their tombstone,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fucking scathing.
Oh, fuck.
I'll leave out the last name. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
It says, to our mother, Mona blank blank, October 14th, 1912 to April 11th, 1996. You spent your life expressing animosity for nearly every person you encountered, including your children. Within hours of his death, you even managed to declare your husband of 57 years unsuited to being either a spouse or a father. Hopefully you are now insulated from all the dissatisfaction you found in human relationships.
This is all on...
on her tombstone, and then it's just signed with her children's name. I saw it. I actually came across it on Reddit. Someone posted a picture of it, which well, I guess we can't share because take away the surprise. But and then they said to make it even better, her husband's eulogy is written in the opposite tone. So I guess they wrote a really nice one for the dad.
Are they buried by each other?
Yeah. Man.
God.
You gotta be careful.
You do. You gotta be a nice, kind person.
Uh-huh. And especially if you have kids. See, this is why I'm not having kids. There's no risk taking there.
And dogs don't, well.
I don't think Hot Dog will write a rude obituary for me.
I wonder what they think of us, though.
Our dogs?
Yeah.
That we're insane and mentally unwell. Annoying, probably.
Oh, Doris is so annoyed with me. Like, sometimes she'll look at me like, can you just stop kissing me and, like, giving me love? But I just love her.
Stop.
I was shaving her down today, like a summer cut, and she was, like, looking at me like, fuck, man, like, we gotta do this again. And I was, like, talking to her like a kid. I was like, Doris, this is the one thing you don't get a say in. Like, I have got to do this. Like, because she's a curly poodle. She's getting matted. She doesn't like to let us brush her that much.
Oh, do you want to tell them how you kept the hair from her first
Stop.
haircut?
I don't.
Oh, no, you don't want that? How about we tell them about how you kept her fucking teeth in a little jar?
Okay.
Too far.
Well, you went there. I love my dog so much.
Uh-huh.
I would die for this dog. She's literally like my soulmate angel baby. I know you're rolling your eyes.
I love Hot Dog to death too.
No,
I think about it all the time. I'm like, I would step in a car in front of, like, if it was blocking her.
Absolutely.
I don't think she would do this. I don't think either of them would do the same for us.
You'd be like, see ya.
Like, bye.
But yeah, I kept her hair from her first haircut. I have it at home in a little Ziploc.
I don't like when people do that with kids even. I think it's weird.
Oh, I love her puppy smell and her just everything about her, that from time to time I just open the Ziploc bag and take a little smell.
No wonder she looks at you like you're fucking insane, because you are. You know what? We gotta get out of this conversation.
Wait, because then you talked about the teeth, and I have to explain myself. When she was a puppy, as you know, puppies go through teething and lose their teeth, and so I would find them around the house, and I've kept them. I also have my wisdom teeth.
I mean, I get that, but puppy teeth are like little pretzel salts.
They're just so cute. I just love them.
All right, let's move on. Let's get to this final segment. Goodbye. I love our dogs.
I'll leave that in.
The fucking audacity. Who honks? I think that's one of the most disgusting things you can do. I think it's worse than slamming a door when someone's walking behind you. It's honking to get someone to come to your car. I think it's time we move into our final segment. It's time for some dumb
ass
criminals. Let's do it. Where's yours from today? Florida?
No, mine is, I'm gonna do a little something different for this segment.
Uh-oh. She's taking off her clothes. She's getting her digits ready.
I thought I'd channel the criminal. No, I'm not going to talk about one specific dumb criminal yet, but instead I have some clever people who have fought against dumb criminals that I want to talk about.
Okay.
And booby traps. So the first one is really good. The business owner remained anonymous, but there is an 8-minute YouTube video that I will have you watch. It's crazy. This man had a business that was always getting broken into. The utility room in his business's building was subject to many break-ins and a ton of stolen goods. After having enough of the thieves thieving and not knowing what else to do to protect his business, he took things into his own hands and made sure his utility room had a trap door that looked like an exit outside.
Oh, God.
That door actually led to a cinder block room that had doors locked from the outside. Once the criminal was in that room, he could not leave. And this is where I want to show you the 8-minute video. I want your reaction.
All 8 minutes.
No, but I want you to scroll through it, and I'm going to send it to you so that you don't have to get up.
Oh. All right, let's see. Oh, my God.
You seem fucking freaking out.
He is like, what? Oh, God. He's like body slamming the door. He's like, get me out of here. Dumbass. He looks kind of scary. I wouldn't want to be stuck in there with him.
Look at him. There's no door handles on the doors.
God. Well, that's what you get.
I know.
I don't feel bad for that at all. Oh, he finally got the door open.
Well, he got another like trap door open that doesn't lead to anywhere.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. And then the cops get there? Damn.
When the cops get there, he literally looks so relieved that the cops are there. I mean, imagine that is really terrifying. But obviously you shouldn't be, doing that.
Yeah.
I've also seen booby traps made by homeowners who were sick and tired of criminals stealing their packages.
Oh my God. Those are the best, where they do the glitter bombs or the fart spray.
The glitter bombs, the fart spray. There was also this guy who set up this trap that if somebody would grab a package, it would detonate, and really it was just a loud noise, but it would freak people out and they would run off.
Well, I've seen where they tape cell phones together inside so that they can or cameras so that they can get the people when they explode and stuff. I've always been I wish I could do that to someone.
I know you want to do this, and believe me, I want to do it too, but Obituary does not condone booby traps because they are illegal.
What?
So, okay.
Fuck that. I'm if it's your property, you should be allowed to do whatever you want.
Well, listen, I think that there are some things you can get away with, but some things are illegal. So there are laws in most states against booby trapping your home when you're not home. It is illegal because in the court's eyes, a criminal's life is more important than your property. Now, I have some examples of this where it's turned sour. You think you're getting these criminals and then they fucking get you.
Oh, no.
One famous case is from the 1970s. It was Edward and Bertha Briney. They set up a booby trap in their home that was frequently broken into. They rigged a 20-gauge shotgun that would fire anytime someone opened this one certain door. Marvin Katko, the criminal, broke into the Briney's residence while they weren't home and happened to open the booby-trapped door and had his legs shot by the shotgun.
Oh, fuck.
He had to go to the hospital, and this bitch later sued and won a $30,000 lawsuit against the Brineys.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit. Edward Briney, the husband, was asked if he would have done anything different. He said he would have aimed the gun a few feet higher.
I mean, listen, I don't like guns, and I don't personally believe in them.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes me, I'm it's your property.
It's your property. I know. There's a lot of stories like this. A 65-year-old man in Maine passed away, I believe, just in 2019. His name was Ronald Sire. He had booby trapped his home, and he called the police one day saying that he shot himself, and he ended up not surviving that shot. It was his booby trapped home, and he accidentally triggered a booby trap. Mm-hmm.
Well, also, I'm that's on you.
That's on you. But where I do understand is that the police were called, and they had to have a bomb squad come in because the whole house is booby trapped. So it also kind of fucks with innocent people too.
True.
So yeah, there's a ton of stories like that where people hurt themselves.
So they ended up they were trying to catch the dumbass criminals, but then they ended up being the dumbass criminal. I can't believe that he won the $30,000 lawsuit.
Yeah. And inflation, because that was in the 1970s, I saw, and that's almost $200K now.
Damn.
I know. Crazy.
God. All right. You're going to love my dumb criminal this week. My dumb criminal this week is 44-year-old Sheila Celentano, and here's what went down. A driver calls authorities at the Franklin Borough Police Department in New Jersey and reports a woman driving with 2 flat tires. But
I've done
By the time the authorities had arrived on the scene, she had left her car in a ditch, which she had rolled into, and then took off on foot. The cops tried to chase her, but she was fast as hell, which was pretty impressive considering she was barefoot. It's no shock that she had been under the influence. They found an open container in her vehicle. So she's running and she's just screaming obscenities. Like, she's like, fuck you, you're not gonna fucking get me, blah, 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 motherfuckers.
She had the dancing thing.
Yeah. When they finally catch up to her, she karate kicks the officer in the chest. Before being taken down, they get her into an ambulance where she then karate kicks the EMT in the stomach. This was on March 3rd, of 2020.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you. And get this, back in November of 2018, Sheila was arrested for, quote, karate kicking 2 officers, breaking one of their police radios in the process.
Oh my God, we have a ninja on our
Yeah.
hands.
The last article stated that she was being held on bail for aggravated assault. My guess is by now our little black belt is back wreaking havoc on the streets of New Jersey as we speak.
God love her.
She said, I'm not going down without a fight.
I love her so much.
I was like, God.
But wait, can I tell you a story about my tire once?
Yes.
I don't know if I've told you this before, but I was driving home from a wedding with my coworker and his partner in the car, and it was late and I had to work the next day, and the wedding was really far and we were all super tired and just ready to be home.
Yeah.
So we're driving along, then I see a tire fly across the freeway, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody lost a fucking tire. It flew.
Caught air,
and then was bouncing up and down off into the freeway.
like a cartoon.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh God, I feel bad for whoever that is. That sucks. And then 10 seconds later, my car goes boom, 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 boom. And it was my tire.
Oh no.
It flew off. I had to drive 3 hours with a little donut in the slow lane with my hazards on.
Oh, I one time had a donut, and you're only supposed to have those as a temporary thing. I had it for a while. I was riding dirty. I was just like, oh well. Because one time so my car actually, when I first moved down here, a long time ago, my first car, the shittiest car, and I think by the time I even moved out, I don't even think there was hubcap left on it because I hit so many curves or things. But one time I hydroplaned on the Bay Bridge in the city.
Terrifying.
And I remember the officer, the police got there and they were such dicks. They were like, oh, you can't fucking park here. We need to get you off the bridge. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? My car isn't moving. And so they used their car to push my car off to this little treasure island. It's an exit, a little island.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, what do I do? Because I was younger at this point. And they were like, that's not our job. Figure it out. And I was like, God. It's fucking useless.
Well, can I one up your story?
Yeah. Go.
Did I ever tell you when that person wrote with Sharpie all over my car?
Yes. Tell them. I love those. This is one of my favorite stories.
I had a white car, and it's when I was working for Makeup Forever at the time, and it was holiday season, so parking was terrible, and it was just it was super crowded, and so I parked in a parking space, and I came out after work, and someone had written on my car in permanent marker, nice parking, asshole. Blasted across my car.
I remember because I think you sent me a picture.
Well, I came out and I started crying. Why? Who did this? And I called the police. And
you called the police?
Yeah, and then a security guard came up to me is everything okay? What's wrong? I'm like, they called me a fucking asshole. It's on my written in Sharpie all over my car.
The cops are so useless in this
They
scenarios.
never showed up.
No, of course not.
And so I just was like, you know what, fuck it. So I YouTubed how to get off Sharpie off a car. For some reason I had hairspray in my car and they said use hairspray.
Oh, because the alcohol probably.
It came right off. Good.
You could probably use hand sanitizer now.
Totally.
So always have it handy. I know where my first apartment that I ever lived in when I was like a teenager, when I first like moved out of my parents' house, it was in this area that was kind of like sus, but cars would get broken into all the time. And I remember the first time it happened, I was like, oh my God, they broke into my car. And I like called the police and they were like, we can't do anything. So you can just fill out like a thing online, like a claim. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. And then it happened like so frequently that eventually I just put a note in my car that was like, there's nothing in here. Please don't do it. Please don't break my window. I can't afford it.
God. Oh, man.
Thanks again to our first sponsors. I don't even know how we have them, but we do. BetterHelp and HelloFresh.
Yes, baby.
Hey.
Both great.
Use our codes.
OBITCH.
OBITCH. All right, we'll be back next week with some more obituaries.
Some more weird topics.
And dumb
ass
criminals. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.